Let's get Herculez Gomez, shall we, to do that. Unfortunately, Herc is on the West Coast, we're here on the East Coast. So I'm going to have to push your buttons, Herc, for you. We'll start in the Western Conference.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, LAFC are going to make it through to the semi-finals. That's my prediction. Minnesota United against LA Galaxy.
This one is a bit difficult because Minnesota United's only lost one game at home. It was that thriller, the 3-2 versus Philadelphia Union. And the LA Galaxy aren't exactly the best road team. That said, they do have the best natural talent in the league in Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and he comes out and plays in the big games. He's been talking about how these games don't matter all year, how he wants to change it. Well, this is a game that actually matters. I expect the big number 9 to take care of business. I got the Galaxy going through on this one.
Goodness me, is every answer going to be that long? RSL taking on the Timbers, Herc.
This one won't be that long. The Timbers are struggling. They're going to be without Brian Fernandez, their leading goal scorer. Diego Valeri, lots of question marks whether he'll even be around next season. It doesn't look good for them. I look for the home team in this one to take it. It's going to be Real Salt Lake.
And finally, the Sounders take on FC Dallas.
This is a very simple one. Seattle's got the overwhelming record against FC Dallas in the playoffs. You can't bet against the Seattle team, especially come playoff time. I'm going with Seattle.
Okay, let's take it to the semi-finals then. El Tráfico, LAFC against LA Galaxy.
Now, I know many are going to call me crazy for thinking the Galaxy's going to knock them out again. They're going to beat them again. But LAFC stumbled into the last part of the season. LAFC has yet to win a big game. LAFC has yet to beat the Galaxy. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has their number. How can I bet against this team? It's got to be the Galaxy.
The Galaxy to make it through to the conference final. Who will be joining them, RSL or the Sounders?
It's Seattle Sounders. Seattle Sounders exited, or I should say finished the season in a great way, gaining back Roman Torres from that PED suspension. They're a very sound defensive team, very good on the break, some goal scorers. I'm taking the Seattle Sounders.
We already got the Eastern Conference up. NYCFC to make it through to the semi-finals. Toronto or DC United?
It's got to be Toronto. I know DC United has been very good defensively. Bill Cummings a big part of that. But at some point, muscle memory will kick in. And if Josie Altidore is fit and ready, watch out. It's going to be Toronto.
You ate Rooney. Union against the Red Bulls.
That's Sebi Salazar. And I'm going to take the Union. Great job by Jim Curtin this year and what he's done with that team and the amount of money they don't spend on that team to get them here. That's going to be Philadelphia Union.
Atlanta against the Revs.
Listen, the Revs just being there is a miracle in itself. Bruce Arena's done a great job. But Atlanta United is one of the cream of the crops in this league. They've been there. They've done that. It's going to be Atlanta United.
Semi-finals, NYCFC against Toronto.
This is where it gets tricky. I love what Dominic Durant's done with this New York team. Eber's been a great addition. The way they play transition and press. I have to go, even though they don't know where they're going to play, I have to go with New York.
New York? The Union against Atlanta.
Yes. It's a Cinderella story for the Philadelphia Union, but it's as good as it's going to get. Atlanta, tried and tested. They just got all the star power. It's got to be Atlanta.
And then NYCFC against Atlanta United. Who's going to MLS Cup?
I think you have to go with Atlanta, and even though at times Frank de Boer's team doesn't play the way I think they can play, Joseph Martinez is tough to bet against. Ezequiel Barcos playing as well as he's ever played in this league. If Pity Martinez can wake up a bit, I think this is a very scary team, and Atlanta United takes this one.
Meanwhile, the Western Conference final, Galaxy against the Sounders.
I'm not betting against the Sounders in this playoffs. Not in their conference. I think they're picking up steam at the right times. They've been there. They've done that. They just have a tried and tested way they go about the playoffs. I've got them going to MLS Cup.
Atlanta United against Seattle Sounders in MLS Cup. Who wins it?
This has been Seattle's downfall. In MLS Cup, they don't have that firepower. They're not offensive enough. They retract, they retreat, they play this defensive mechanism, this defensive shape that doesn't suit them at all. It's got to be Atlanta, and if they're playing in front of that amazing crowd, it's going to be a repeat of what we saw last season. They're going to take this one for sure.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.